Why do narcissists lie? Why do they get so excited when they get away with a lie? I don't know, Star-Lord. It's a mystery. So, the expression a compulsive liar, or is it a pathological liar? It's like they just lie habitually. It's as if they don't know who they are and they construct their false persona with their lies, and it becomes a habit. My mother said she was using sheets, her fitted sheets. She was using them, to sit on. I won't be graphic. She's 99. She's having issues. And she says, yes, and then I just throw them away. I said, those are my sheets. I store them here because I have no room at the house. Those are the sheets for my old bedroom that we use as a guest room. And then she turned around and said, well, no, I don't throw them away. Like, you just said you throw them away. Oh, no, I don't throw them away. Like, you just said it. You just said, can we, like a Black Mirror episode, we can just kind of rewind and be like, see, you said it. You just said it. So you're never on solid ground. You're never on even footing with them because of their constant lying. Now, some of it they do, and then they get excited when they get away with it. It's like a high. They get high on the lie. But with my mother, I don't think she realizes she's doing it. Like, I think it's such a habit, very bad one, very hurtful one, that she doesn't, it's not like she's planning it. It's not like a ha-ha, I got away with it. She'll feel the ha-ha, I got away with it, but not realize she's doing it because she got away with lying. So it's similar to gaslighting. The gaslighting seems to be a lie that's mixed with some truth. It's crazy making, and sometimes that can be like a deliberate manipulation. But with some of them, they're covert narcissists, but they're covert even to themselves. They're not self-aware. And that's one of the saddest aspects of my relationship with her. She'll never be able to be sorry. She has stored all of this deception somewhere deep in her subconscious, that only when she faces God at the end of her life, maybe she'll have to answer for it. But even God would not force someone who's mentally ill to own up to the lies that they didn't realize they were doing. You see, evil has to be a choice. You choose between doing the right thing and the wrong thing that you know is the wrong thing, and you do it anyway. That's evil. And then there's what we call evil. They're just bad things that happen. Like, it's bad when an earthquake destroys homes. It's bad when a tidal wave destroys homes and people. It's bad natural disasters, and we call these things evil, but nobody premeditated those things. It's just bad stuff. It's suffering. It's real, and it's sad. But true evil is the choice to do evil. And I honestly don't believe my mother, in her addled brain, understands what she's doing or what she's done. Maybe deep down, she feels terribly guilty. Like, part of her knows she did a bad thing. And look, I gave the example of the sheets as if that's even the thing. That's just the latest thing that popped into my head that made me want to do a video about lying and being high on the lie. She called me after she had a phone call with her visiting nurse. Lovely people who come and tend to her and take her blood pressure and prescribe and examine. They come to the house. And after a phone call with her, she was so high and in such a good mood. And, oh, I talked to Bernadette. where she got to construct several lies about what condition she was in. Lying about things she told people, lying about, oh, I never yelled at him. I just heard you yell on the phone. I just heard you do that. No, I didn't. I should have taken notes because I feel like I don't know what I want to say about it, except it really is so frustrating to have to manipulate back, to have to navigate these situations that are created by their lies. They have no real sense of self, many of them. And sometimes the only way they can feel anything, like feel alive, is to get away with something. To get away with the lie they told, even though they don't realize that they just told a lie. It's just another form of attention. I was thinking, she's old. And she's not in great shape. Will I still be able to talk about this after she dies? Will I still need to be healing from this after she goes? I'll never run out of stories. I have 50, so I'm 58. At 5 years old, I started to develop my own little personality, and she couldn't just have me be an extension of her any longer. So yeah, it's 53 years of stuff I need to talk about. And there was a quote I posted on one of my social medias today about that when we speak about our experiences, we get to organize our reality. So we unclutter ourselves. And I feel that's what I'm doing here. I'm uncluttering myself. And when you respond to me and be like, oh, my mother did the same thing, I'm like, oh, God. Okay. It's not just me. It's not something I did to deserve this. It's not something so unique and no one believes me. You believe me. You believe me. And it's very validating, and I appreciate it. Every like, every little comment helps me to think, okay, I'm not alone in this. We're all healing from this together. And it takes a lot of healing. It takes people and support, and especially managing our own emotions and our own self-talk. So you heard me say just now, oh, I have to be reassured I didn't deserve this. Can you imagine me or anyone thinking that, oh, wow, I must have done something to deserve this? Maybe you believe in karma and you're thinking, wow, what did I do in a past life to deserve this in this life? Or how did I behave in such a way to be on the receiving end of this frustrating, painful behavior? Or I never know quite what I'm dealing with in the moment. What happened? Somebody said what? And then you check with that somebody. No. What happened was like, oh. Yeah, so the self-talk part is being as kind to ourselves as possible in every aspect of our lives, because when they were in our ears for real, it was very negative, critical, and untrue. Living a lie is very crazy making and illness creating, having to live a lie and to live being lied to. And it wasn't just my mother. I went from living situation to dating situation, being lied to. The only way to get out of that pattern is to change ourselves, so we don't attract those people into our lives. We don't have the vibe of, please come and abuse me, because that's who I am, the abuse victim. To draw boundaries. Like I remember when I was on dating sites many years ago, I was not successful because I could tell just from a few exchanges what kind of person this was and how they operated. None of them were worth seeing in person. Would it be any different now? I don't know. I'm happy being single. I'm really happy being single. I have my own stuff going on. I have friends. I have a nice social life. I'm fine. But even with friends, we can continue to attract the lying liars who lie. There was one recently. It was the girlfriend of my godson. He's in his 20s. When I say godson, people think I mean a cute little boy. He's a cute little boy, but he's in his 20s. And when he or I, for a brief time, would catch her in really blatant lies, she would scream, "I'm not an effing liar! Stop! People accuse me of being I'm not an effing liar!" And I'd think to myself, yeah, screamed the lying liar who lies. They never admit they're liars. It's not like, well, you caught me. Okay, well, and here's why I did it. No! They just lie on top of lies. Or turn around and blame you. Well, because the way you reacted, I felt like I had to keep this from you. Oh, turn around. I get it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my mother's not like that, where she'll admit she lied and then blame me. She'll just never admit she lied. Never. Never. So I have to manage her care and her life and mine. And thank you for listening as I sort out my reality by talking about it. Please like, subscribe, share this with someone if you think it will help. If you have any topics you'd like me to cover, please let me know. I have a long list of video ideas and things I need to cover, but if you ever have a burning question, please ask. You never know. I might have some insight or experience in that very thing.